In this video, we're going to be showing you how to do a lower thirds over your keyed foreground there. You can see we already have on our program side the background keyed out already, tied in with the image that we put in there in the last videos. So you can see on our left that there's a preview screen, and the preview screen, that's our lower thirds coming from our CG200. Now you first need to activate the CG200 mode on in your inputs from 9 to 12. Let's go in there and take a look real quick. So we go into menu. Now we're going to go down to where we go inputs, and then we can see here in input 1 through 8 that there is no TC200 mode. But as soon as we hit 9, you see on the right it'll open up there. TC200 mode is off. 10, 11, and 12 all have that, so you can do your CGs or lower thirds through that. So we'll choose input 9. That's where we have our lower thirds coming in from, and we're going to go over to TC mode off, and then press up to put it on. And you can see on the previous screen already, we'll get out of there real quick, push menu to exit. You see on our previous screen that it already has it. Now we need to assign that into one of our DSKs. Since we already used up all of our keyers with the key ties, we're going to be using the DSK1 for this particular lower third. So we'll go back into our menu, go over to keyer, right there, and we'll go right, press enter again, and you can see the key 1, move it, key 2, key 3, 4, DSK1, and DSK2. So we'll want to do DSK1. We press enter to choose that. Then we come down, and you can see here that says linear. We've got press enter to change those. Turns green again. Press up for Luma. Since our background on that input 9 is black, we have to Luma key it out. And since there is no chroma key on this, you can see there's only linear and Luma. We're choosing Luma, and since there's only one input, we're choosing self. So we'll press enter, and you can see down here lift and gain. You'll adjust that later when you have that lower thirds already in there. So, and then we go down one more time, and then our key source. So what you want to put over the foreground? So that's input 9. So we got to press enter. We want that to be input 9. And then since our fill is only one, since it's only one source, we could leave our fill at black. It doesn't really matter at this point since you only have one input coming in. If you have two inputs, then you would want to change this to match whatever the fill source is coming in into your other input. So when we press enter, then we press menu to exit, and menu again, and press DSK. If you see that there's nothing on screen, just know that there's got to be something going on with your keyer. So we got to go back in there. And you can see our gain is probably the culprit here. So you want to bring that up. And as you bring it up, you'll see on your program screen how it is getting darker and it's now visible. Press enter, exit again, and there you go. Now you see the DSK active on your first window there. And then you could change that, but you do have to kind of take it off before you go to the next image. So you can bring it back up, and then you can bring it back down and move to the next image. That's how your DSK works. Now we could do another DSK with the DSK2. Since I don't have another source coming in, I'll use the same input 9, but I'll use DSK2, right? And then we change that to Luma. Let's bring up the gain so we can see something. Let's bring that up to 5. That's a good one. And then change the key source back to input 9 as well. Do that, and get out of there. Now when we bring up DSK2, we'll come on the preview, as that's preview and that's program. So if you bring it up on program, and there it is. And you could cut between the two. It'll stay up there if you wanted to do a lower thirds that stayed up the whole time. And you could do DSK1 preview. You see, it stays up. And that's how you do a DSK.